Okay, well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome and Happy New Year, the 5th of January 2021, and welcome to my first show. This is my first show of 2021, and it is interesting and it's very interesting times which is happening, ladies and gentlemen. But hey, let's just get right in there. What I like for you to do is to like and share this video, tell someone about it, come online and let us have some fun, because I believe that while we go into lockdown, make sure that we don't go into lockdown mode. So while the government may lock down the place, we make sure that we are also having good times and we are enjoying life, because you've got to enjoy life, you know. One of the things I said, I'm just going to come on tonight and just sort of set the stage for the rest of the year, rest of life, you know. And the most important thing is that we got life and got life abundantly. You know, one of the things also, and ladies and gentlemen, what I'm doing now, I'm just sharing this video at the same time. One of the things that I like to talk, you've got life, yeah, and this is it. Once you've got life, it is so crucial, because there are many right now who wish that they had life. Yeah. You have many who wish that they had the opportunity to be here to do what we're doing, but unfortunately, they are not in that position. So we have something which many crave for. We've got, there's something else which I remember that I always talk about, is that we've got something else which is so crucial, and that is time. Time has come upon us in a powerful way. Many people crave for time in many different ways. Many people want time to do certain things, and all of a sudden there is time. Okay, so do me a favor, like what I'm doing. Please like and share this video. Those on Instagram, those on Facebook, just share it, and let's get it on as much as possible. How are you doing in lockdown? We're in the lockdown mode now. Third lockdown. We had the first one, which was in March. Started on my birthday. Don't know why Boris Johnson did that. And then we got the next one now, which is, well, there was one sometime in October or whatever like that, leading up to Christmas. And then we've got this other one now, which is upon us. Many people are somewhat despondent by it. Many people are somewhat annoyed. Many people are somewhat disappointed, because what they believe was that they were stepping into a zone whereby things somehow were changing. Things were supposed to be developing. Things were supposed to be evolving. But lo and behold, that's not the case. And as a result, we're now in this lockdown mode. But before I go any further, I want to sort of, you know, a few people have passed away. You know, Paul Lawrence, who passed away of recent days. You know, I gave my condolences there, and I've also shared a few, what should I say, you know, tribute to him. But also another person who passed away, which I want to pay homage to before I even go any further, a Jamaican stalwart. Many persons who have a Jamaican knowledge may know this gentleman, and he's Butch Stewart. Butch Stewart, iconic Jamaican businessman and tourism mogul, Gordon Butch Stewart, is dead. He died tonight in the United States of America, and had been ailing for some time. More details to follow. So that's what happened with Gordon Butch Stewart. Gordon Butch Stewart, anyone who is of a Jamaican angle will know that Sandals. When you go to Sandals, what you will see Gordon Butch Stewart and his company ATL. Breaking news: Hotel Gordon Butch Stewart has died, and was founder of Sandals Resort, Beaches, Resorts, and their parent company, Sandals Resort International, as well as the ATL Group and the Jamaican Observer. Died in the United States at age 79. That is Butch Stewart. It's not COVID related, which I understand it to be. Apparently, he was ailing for some time, but you know, he was a stalwart on the Jamaican circuit, and many people will miss him. Many people will miss the work that he has done over the years. I've stayed at Sandals a couple of times when I go to Jamaica. I remember one of the last time I went there was my good friend, a classmate of mine. What's his name is Noel Isaacs. Noel Isaacs. We went to school together, Noel Isaacs, and we were featured and feted. I think he was the manager of one of the Ocherius branch, Ocherius Sandals Ocherius. And one is always good when one pop into Jamaica. And no wonder it was very interesting when the persons of recent days who, while they were going to Jamaica, they were on the plane, if you recall, and they were a bit boisterous and not really happy about how they were apparently treated, and how apparently they were going to go to Senton. And this was a plane which was on its way to Jamaica just at the time when the news train came in, and just at the time as they were locking the borders in Jamaica, locking the borders in the UK, whatever like that. And as a result of that, what happened is that plane had left already. So that plane was on its way to Jamaica. That plane reached Jamaica, and they were fuming for whatever reason. Jamaica, of course, has its policies. Jamaica, of course, has its ways how it go about doing things, just like how other countries go about doing things. Marlene, hi, and Coach Chris Brown, hi. And it was unfortunate that the way how persons were operating in that on the plane. It was very unfortunate how they were operating on the plane. But then I understand that when they went to Sandals and they saw the luxury of Sandals, they all very quiet. And you didn't hear any more noise, any more peep from them, because they'll be there for either 10 to 14 days in luxury at the expense of the Jamaican government. And of course, to be quarantined and to isolate to make sure Jamaica is safe. We understand also, unfortunately, that 20 persons of that time, 20 of them had COVID, and 4 of them, I believe, had the strain, the new strain. And of the 4 had the strain, I don't want to say of the 4 had the strain died, but apparently there was death in the process. 1 person died in that batch there that went down to Jamaica regarding COVID. So that is unfortunate, and you know, we a lot of people have unfortunately lost someone. I did a post of recent days that said death is knocking on the door. Many people have experienced death. Many people have been close to death. Many people, I know someone who died. Many people have had issues with COVID. I know persons who have had operations who are not COVID related, but at this time, many people want operation, but they're not unable to do this operation because of the fact that they unable to do it. So it's a testing time and it's a trialing time at this time. And one of the things that I wanted to come on was to say that there's life, and there's life abundantly, and one's got to go on. Ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate you coming on. If you're on Facebook and YouTube, just share this video as well. Let me see. And one of the things that I wanted to come on was to say that there's life. I'm just seeing something here, and it's like there's no. I think they said there's no picture of myself there. Let me see something. I'm looking at the thing here, and it says I can't see myself. It's like I'm not there. I'm like a shadow. You know, I don't know what is happening there. Can anybody see me? Let me know if you can see me, because I'm not seeing myself. Let me see. Nope, I'm not seeing myself. I can see myself now. I think I'm back. Oh yes, there's light. Finally. That was a glitch there. Okay, good. I'm back. Good, I'm back. So yes, where are we now? Where, as a matter of fact, before I go into where, I need to also say that I just spoke about that there's life and there's life abundantly. Another thing which I'm planning to embark on, as I said, I'm setting the stage before I sort of do a roundup of what is Brexit and the latest bit. I also going to be joined at some point next week and the weeks to come with my good mate, Coach Chris Brown. Coach Chris Brown. Go there. There is Coach Chris Brown. I think I was muted there a while ago. Hi, this is what he says. Hi, Do you want to build your confidence and performance? Visit coachchrisbrown.com. Follow, like, and share. Inspire someone today. Now, the interesting thing, hey, Martin, I know you can see me there on Instagram, but apparently those on Facebook and YouTube may have had an issue a while ago. The thing with Coach Chris Brown, ladies and gentlemen, is that in the initial stage of the lockdown in March, I did a show with him and Dr. Burton, and we spoke about challenges. But before we went into challenges, we spoke about what are some of the things that we want to change during the course of that lockdown. It'd be great to change some things because there are things in our life we want to change, and there are things that we don't want to change. But for the things that we want to change, how do we change them? And we said it takes 21 days to create a new habit. And also it means to break a new habit, break a whole habit, 21 days. So we went on this challenge. My challenge was to walk. And I started to walk every day. And I've been walking every day, except for the days when I don't walk. That makes sense? I walk every day, except for the days that I don't walk. Smooth. Like some people say, don't you sleep? I say, I sleep every night, every day, except for the times when I don't sleep. Duh. You know, my niece in Jamaica would say, uncle, uncle, uncle. That is so corny. But anyway, still, the interesting thing is that, so I did that walk, and I've been doing that. And it has been fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. It is one of the best decisions that I've made in regards to the, let me see something here. Time is the same. Time is the same as Wednesdays, as Tuesdays, and all days. I'm on alive. Live. Yes. Yes. So therefore we did that bit there, and as a result of that, that has been good. I've lost a stone or even more during the course of that time. I've had a drive as much as possible to go out and to walk. Even when I'm busy and I've got court in the morning, I try to get up and get outside and to walk. And I do walk and I talk and I do these motivational speeches. I get inspired. And many of the times I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually find myself speaking to myself. I find myself actually motivating myself. I find myself actually inspiring myself. I listen to the birds, I watch the bushes, I watch the trees, and I look around, and I look at the vehicles and everything, and I get a story in somehow. Many things speak to me as well. And that is one of the most important and exciting thing that has ever happened since I started the live. And what I want to do is encourage persons as well to try to do that, right? Try to do the walk in the morning, try to do something. So what Coach and I was going to do, what Coach and I were planning to do, and his picture is up there, we're going to look at some different ways how one can stay on top of these things, stay on top of these issues which are happening today. How do you stay on top of it? With some good tips. And he's going to come and talk 2 tips. And one of them, which we'll just leave with today, just to set the stage, is learn how to stay in communication with family and friends online. That's powerful, isn't it? Learn how to stay online with friends and family. Now, you see, the thing about this, and what I'm picking up again with this whole lockdown, is that it is also breathing new opportunities, breathing new ways of doing things. I found a mate of mine, which I have not heard of, which I have not seen or heard from since we're at CAST. CAST is a school in Jamaica. It's now called UTEC. And that was from 1991. Found him, top guy in Jamaica, head of a sector within a bank, and with his family, smiling the same way, bubbly. It's like yesterday. That's exciting things. I know people who are starting new things, like they want to reach out to other family, friends, people, and start to talk and start to communicate. It's like getting out of so therefore, one is in lockdown, but you're not in the lockdown mode. You're finding ways how to free yourself. Free your mind, as the song says, free your mind. So gotta find ways out to sort of break out. So and the other thing that Coach is talking about is that online skills that will make more tasty or more tasty to employees or become self-employed, project management, web development, blog writing, online certification, or just a new hobby. So many things that can happen. So yeah, so those are some of the things that we'll be talking about, and it's going to be great. And another thing which is going to happen, as a matter of fact, I'm not going to say all my ideas online, but there's going to be some fun. I'm going to have different persons coming on, but I just want to make sure that this platform which I have is used to edify, exhort, build, and to exhort and to strengthen and to empower as much as possible. Just creating the platform and trying to find different persons, to do that. From Whoppy Kill Phillip, if that's a phrase, Cass. Yeah, somebody said from Whoppy Kill Phillip, Mercado. Yeah, that's a phrase, God. Yeah, Cass. For those who remember Cass, College of Arts, Science, and Technology. Yes, there we are. Beautiful. And and while I go further, might as well. So Coach Chris Brown, that's going to be next week. I thought it's best that I speak about this at the start. So Coach Chris Brown is next week Tuesday, and you can and there I will you can see his website is coachchrisbrown.com, Coach Chris Brown with an E, and his IG is Coach Chris Brown, IG at Coach Chris Brown, Brown with an E. Okay, make sure you have that, and that is on the picture there, which is up there. So moving away from Coach Chris Brown, that's awesome. Another thing is also tomorrow night I'm going to be speaking to the Coffee Dawn. Did you know that Jamaica has a coffee day, a Blue Mountain Coffee Day? I didn't know about that Jamaica had a Blue Mountain Coffee Day. And this Saturday is Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Day. And as a result of that, I'm going to have former Senator Norman Washington Grant, who is going to come on, and we're going to have a discussion. We were hoping to get the ambassador as well from Japan, because Japan is a strong coffee drinker for Blue Mountain, and or someone from the States. We're trying to get the Jamaica High Commissioner today, but that's not possible. So I'm going to speak with Norman Washington Grant about Blue Mountain Coffee. And here I have a little clip it here, ladies and gentlemen.
Products.
The Jamaica Coffee Exporters Association, JAMPRO and JACRO, this year partners with our 5,000 coffee farmers and our 102,000 farm families to celebrate the 3rd anniversary of the Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Day, first conceptualized by the importers of Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee in Japan, the AJIJC. 3 years ago, the association in Japan went to their parliament to recognize the 9th of January annually as Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Day. We approached the Jamaica Coffee Exporters Association, approached our Governor General to sign a proclamation that in Jamaica we will also celebrate the 9th of January as Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Day.
So there we are, Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Day. Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. with Senator Norman Washington Grant. We'll talk about Blue Mountain Coffee. You see, life has got to go on, no matter what, right? We've got to continue living life while lockdown is in. And there's more on the agenda, more on the horizon, but I hold off and we'll talk about that when the time is right as we unfold. So anyway, in regards to America, I decided I wasn't going to touch politics. Nobody's really interested in politics, according to what's happening in America. I think tomorrow is a big day where they're going to certify those those electoral votes. I believe persons from the Republican will be trying to somehow put a scupper in that work. And people are talking about the phone call that Donald Trump had with the Secretary of State for Georgia. Want to see what the outcome of Georgia as well. People are not really interested in that much, but people are interested at the same time. But right now, people want to get something to pick them up. What? Maybe Donald Trump out is the pickup that they need, if anything like that. But people want something to pick them up as well. And COVID is here. It is interesting that I was listening to even like a brief discussion with some of the COVID experts, and yet they are talking about the vaccine and will the vaccine work? Will it protect us? And they're saying for it to work, everybody's got to get it, and so many different things about it. But there are 3 points that somebody flagged up, which is plus. Can one give a plus for the vaccine and a minus for the vaccine? Um, One of the plus for the vaccine that someone said, and the plus is this: when they said when God said in the Bible that thou shalt not fear, right? And many people fear. They talk about even the serpent, right? When the serpent, so if a serpent bites you or whatever, that you survive. I'm paraphrasing the scriptures, ladies and gentlemen. Don't quote me there. And the person said, "Do you believe that God is that small that if you get the vaccine, that you'll die? Don't you believe God can protect you at the same time, right?" And then another person said at the same time that Europeans are not going to kill off themselves. I mean, so white people are not going to kill off themselves, and most of the persons who are on the front of the line are white people. Um, so that's just a very, person actually saying that. And there's another one also that says if Pfizer, the company that created the Viagra, is able to raise the dead, trust me, he said they must can keep us alive. but that's just putting a sort of a spin to the whole thing, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to post that. uh, so what are some of the positives about the vaccine? I don't know, but one is have to listen to the science, because people take vaccines for polio, people take vaccines for this, people take vaccines for that. And right now, on our hands, for people from Jamaica, we know that there are some vaccines there which we have taken, and it's evidence that we are protected from some disease. So I'm more right now, I must say, in the middle. I'm not. I said before, and I'm running a joke many times that I'm part of the resistance. you know, but I think it's a situation whereby we just don't know at the same time. And I'm not going to say that I'm supporting it, but I'm trying to say that people are losing their family, and everybody that loses their family because of COVID, they have a different position that they take when it comes on to the vaccine, a different position that they take when it comes to the vaccine. I don't know about you, and I don't know about other persons, but it is something that one has got to take into consideration when one consider. Yeah. Good night, Silburn, and those on the live. Respect Senator Norman Grant. The Blue Mountain coffee is the best in the world. I live quite close to one of the factories. I had a coffee tour some time ago. It was priceless. Yes, make sure you tune in tomorrow night to the Coffee Man. The coffee. Oh, and just give you a little sneak. There's something else you can do if you want to get some time and to deviate your mind. Go onto the stocks, buy some stocks, if anything, and watch it. Yeah, it will give you a journaling push at the same time, knowing that you're doing something new. Well, it's always great to do something new at this time. It is very important to do something new. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're on the live, make sure what you can do is like and share. I'll just be talking. There's no clear plan of action. I just wanted to make sure that I go live. I just want to make sure that the ship is running and the engine is full and we are continuing the process, as we say. Okay. Now, since the Prime Minister made his announcement of recent days, I've actually, I went down to Catford today because I wanted to get some fish. I thought some fish was out, but the fish wasn't out. So I went down to get some fish. And the place was a bit quiet. It's similar to what it was before when when we had the first lockdown, that's what I noticed. It was a bit similar to the way before when we had the first lockdown. I used to have a lot of cake during that time, but I stopped doing the cake because the doctor said I'm pre-diabetic. So I've got to now cool off all those sweet stuff, those high potent food which I used to have a lot. I've got to cool it now. Cool it now. Stay control. Bring the chocolate man on your show. Tyra Ross, how are you, buddy? Happy New Year to you. The chocolate man will be on the show tomorrow night at 9 p.m. my time, 4 p.m. Jamaica time. So tune in to Senator Norman Washington Grant. He'll be on the show tomorrow night, and we will talking coffee. As a matter of fact, the last time I had the show, I personally had coffee, Blue Mountain coffee, because I have coffee in my cupboard, and I always get my stock up. And if I don't get my stock up of coffee, he always send me coffee as well. And I still have those 2 barrels of coffee. Not the coffee's not there, but 2 small barrels, which Portia Simpson, the former prime minister, when she came up one time when she was opposition leader, when I was involved in some heavy politics in the UK, and she brought some up, and I still have those jars, and I always fill them up with coffee, as much as possible. So yes, so I think I even just got a message from Senator Norman Washington Grant right now. Just say to him, I'm live. Click on the link. We're talking about you. So the whole thing now about this COVID-19, and one of the things I wanted to look at was how are people really coping with this whole phenomena? How are you coping with this whole phenomena? What are you planning to do differently? Right? What are you going to take the vaccine? What do you understand as well is the meaning of these rules? What are these England rules which have been set out there? England has gone into lockdown to try to prevent the NHS from becoming overwhelmed by a surge in the coronavirus cases. Many people sometimes say, why each time they keep talking about protecting the NHS? What about protecting the people? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's a correlation is very straightforward, whereby the NHS is the one that is going to take care of us, and if it is overwhelmed, they won't be able to take care of us. And the Nightingale, which I believe that they are now starting to open up back and ready to take in people. So I think it's a whole thing about protecting the NHS is synonym to protecting us. Primary and secondary school will be closed, so almost all pupils and people will be instructed to stay home. So my children are working from home until February or so, till the next half term. Northern Ireland, Scotland, and Wales under lockdown, with schools in Scotland closed until at least at the end of January. Yeah, people in universities, I understand that they're told that they've got to work from their home and their videos. But one of the interesting things, which is really great, and I saw it today, and just like maybe this is something that Jamaica need to take up, because I know that I had some guests the other day, Lake Keller, Livingston's, Lake Keller, which is Leighton and Caroline Legister. They raised near to 800, maybe 900 pounds to get some tablets for Richmond Gap Primary School in St. Thomas. And it was successful. I think they were trying to get maybe 500, 600 pounds. They got over 800 pounds to get these tablets. And because a lot of these students there are having difficulties with having tablets. People in the UK also having difficulties with tablets. Because you have students also, children or people using the 4G of their family. Because at the same time, you got to remember that people are also struggling. People, wealth or people way of earning has also dipped. So therefore, they've got to cut. You get the bills come, the bills are still coming. Okay. And what BBC has decided to do is to help children keep up with their studies during the latest lockdown by broadcasting lessons on BBC Two and CBBC, as well as online. Right? So the television network is doing that. Because more than likely, the children will have access to TV. Okay? Because that's electricity. TV will always be there. Schools have been closed to most children across the UK as part of a tougher measure to control COVID-19. BBC will show curriculum-based programs on TV from Monday. This is Monday coming. They will include 3 hours of primary school programming every weekday on CBBC and at least 2 hours for secondary pupils on BBC Two. During the first lockdown in the spring, lessons were available on iPlayer and Button Online, but not on a regular TV channel, but now it's on mainstream. Move Kamam is concerned that low-income families may struggle to afford data packages for their children to take part in online learning. Right? And that is reality. Not just happening in first world country, not just first world country, not just third world country, I should say, like Jamaica, but also first world country have issues with poverty. So it's not just a Jamaica thing before, where people need to find ways how to help their children to get teaching. Prime Minister Boris Johnson praised the BBC fantastic plans on Tuesday. BBC Director General Tim Davis said education absolutely vital. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for those in the UK, you know that you also contribute to that without a doubt, because all those fees, all those money that you pay over for your TV license, yes, your TV license is actually going to some good purposes now, not paying fat cats fees to overly rated presenters, millions of pounds, you know. So therefore, people feel comfortable now that their TV license, yes, in the UK, we pay TV license to watch TV, watch BBC, okay? And so now they feel maybe a bit better now, just like with Marcus Rashford, the work that Marcus Rashford has been doing to feed young people, feed children, to push pressure on the government. And that money which is being used to actually feed the children, and that money which is being used to somewhat give food to these children who are having a hard time, will come from you again and the taxpayers of this country, like myself. So now we feel maybe better that the money is going somewhere properly. Okay, if one want to feel any level of assurance. So that is fantastic news. So there we are, and of course you're going to have the PE guru who is going to be coming on and doing all those PE things and TV. But onto the where I was talking about was the new rules. Yes, the new rules, and these are the new rules. Hi, Stacey Thompson. How are you? Are you on a lockdown? What's New York like? Is New York, New York? New York, big city, a dream, and everything in New York, all what is seen. You might get run over. Too much, too many people, too much. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. People in England stay home. So the reasons to leave home include, right? You need to stay home unless one, work or volunteering where it is unreasonable to work from home. This includes working someone else's home, such as that carried out by social workers, nannies, cleaners, and tradespeople. Education, training, childcare, and medical appointments and emergencies. Exercise outdoors, limited to once a day. This includes meeting one another person from another household in an open public space to exercise. So I do my exercise in the morning. I get up and I walk, but I walk alone. He walks, the man who walks alone, as I say sometimes. So I walk alone, don't get involved. I keep my mask with me if I have to pop into the cafe, or not the coffee, the petrol station where sometimes I get a coffee. Not Blue Mountain, I must say. They don't have Blue Mountain there. Right? So I'm okay to do that. Exercise outdoors, limited to once a day. So I'm covered once a day. This includes meeting one another person, whatever. Shopping for essential foods such as food and medicine. Today, I popped out again to get food. Right? I like my yam. Yes. Get some pumpkin. Yes. And some fish. Yes. Trying to eat healthy. It's important to eat healthy. Normally, I'll be having oxtail. Pop to a takeaway and get jerk this, jerk that. Full up your face. Not good for you. It's so interesting, ladies and gentlemen. And this is it. How for years we eat bad, or we eat food, but they say it's bad. And then we come of a certain age and they say, you're not well. And yet at the same time, if you're not careful, we're also feeding our children the same way. And our children, then they reach our age and then they're also not well. But the smarter ones now are much better than that. They're more health conscious and considerate of what is going into your body. That is why, just like how people are considerate about vaccine going into their body, they're also to be considerate of the food which is going into your body as well, right? Communal religious worship, right? We'll have to stay home unless you're going to religious worship. Meeting your support or childcare bubble. Children can also move between separated parents. activities related to moving house. Those who are clinically extreme vulnerable will be advised to limit the time they spend outside the home, and they should only go out for medical appointments for exercise as otherwise essential, ladies and gentlemen. That is so important. Senator, Mr. Hi, how are you, Mr. Grant? As you can see, Mr. Grant, Senator, you'll see a Tara Ross there. He's saying, bring the chocolate man on your show. There he is. He just said a message. Bring the chocolate man on your show. And Lorna Foster is saying, respect Senator Norman Grant. The Blue Mountain coffee is the best. Now, for Lorna now, she's stuck in the UK, Senator. She's stuck in the UK. She cannot go anywhere, right? She's on lockdown. She should be in Jamaica. So she's hoping that when you come on tomorrow, you bring some life and bring her mindset into Jamaica. She said, I had a tough coffee tour some time ago, and it was priceless. So, yes. So people are looking for that tomorrow night. And I played the video earlier, and I played it again. I did a snippet of the video. So yes, so that is interesting, Sir Grant. So the new lockdown rules for England, ladies and gentlemen, is this: stay home, only leave for work, essential shopping, exercise, or medical appointments. 2, exercise allowed outdoors once a day in your local area. You can exercise with your household, support bubble, or one other person. Schools closed except for vulnerable pupils and children of critical workers. University teaching online with some courses exceptions. No household mixing indoors or outdoors unless in your support care bubble, child care bubble. And when you got a bubble, make sure it is not a needle. Because if you got a needle, you can punch and burst the bubble. Yeah, that's a joke. Yeah, hope you laugh. Non-essential shops, ledgers, and entertainment venues closed. Right? Those places are closed. Pubs and restaurants closed, but takeaway permitted. It is sad. It is sad because I was listening to LBC earlier tonight, and on LBC, they were talking to people of different companies, and they said, how are you faring? And some are saying, we're literally on our face, we're literally on our feet, and we don't know how we're going to cope because the bills are in red. And some of them are saying that they cannot even just prioritize their bill. They've got to spread it, of course, because if they go bankrupt, what is going to happen is that they're going to check to see how they have been apportioning their bill. Okay, so many people are going through a very rough and a tough time here in the UK, or countries whereby there is this lockdown and the COVID and the implication of it, not just third world countries, but especially in the UK. So people are disheartened by the whole thing, but you know what we've got to do, we've just got to proceed on as well. So that's really what I wanted to actually say today, and just to come online and just to share some thoughts, and just to say that I'd like to hear your views as well. I'd like to hear what you think, or what are your thoughts. I'd like to hear what sort of ideas or what sort of shows or programs or guests that you'd like me to bring on. Okay, I've got some things up in the horizon, on up my sleeve. Yep. And but I want to make sure that I use this opportunity at this time to empower, stuff on health, stuff on jokes, humor. Humor is good for the heart, for the soul. Things to pick people up, not to put people down at this time. Motivating, like with Coach Chris Brown, Tony Kelly. We're looking on to get Tony Kelly talking about well-being and exercise, what is good for you as well, and how we can strengthen and encourage and motivate each other, and and for those who are stuck in the UK, like Lorna, I'm definitely stuck in the UK. Can't go back to Sunny Jamaica for the time being due to the lockdown. And so Lorna is in that predicament there, and many other people are in that predicament. Yeah, I'm also planning to have an update with the Jamaica High Commissioner, said George Romakan, His Excellency. At some point, we're just planning a date to just give an update as to how the High Commissioner is working. I'm planning to have some discussions with Victoria Mutual, JN, if possible. Victoria Mutual normally come on the show to see how people transactions are still happening. We discussed that beforehand. Look at that, and to try to put a little bit of diversity as well. And of course, we'll have to talk politics because America still is there. We've got to make sure that we are actually living life. I believe at the same time. Don't you think? We should continue. We should live life, not roll over and die. And I say die, I mean in a figurative sense. Many people tend to do that. Many people don't want to sort of get up and get going. And the key thing, ladies and gentlemen, which I always say, and I do it in my walk in the morning. You should check out my walk and talk motivational moment when I get outside and I just have this ball. And I light up when I do this. And you should try to do this sometime. You know, light up when you do this. Get outside. Because when you step outside in that morning and that cold air hits you, and it's cold, that I had to get some new gloves as well. And ear muff and all those sort of things. And it's cold. But when you start to walk and you're getting out there, you're pumping, you get a different vibes. And the birds are still going on. The same birds that I was hearing from the summer period, they are still going on. They haven't gone, they haven't changed. They're still there, ladies and gentlemen, going at it. And when I go in the park in the Saturdays and the Sundays, the squirrels and everyone is out there, still people are still walking. And what it does, you lose weight. Yes, I keep saying that all the while. I've lost a stone, going on to more as well, and feeling fresh and refined. Get up like tomorrow morning. I know I've got a court hearing at 12 o'clock, and you know, meeting at 11 o'clock. But what I try to do is get outside there first thing in the morning, do a quick walk, even if it is 10 minutes. I say I've crunched 10 minutes sometime, 15 minutes, 30 minutes if I can't do the 1 hour or so, or the 40 minutes. And I quickly do a live sometime and whatever is on my heart and just speak it out there. Because when I speak as well, I'm also speaking to myself and building up myself, you know, motivating yourself, strengthening yourself. Words are powerful at this time. And words will somehow build you, build you. And you got to speak to yourself, you know. I listen to motivational videos, motivational tapes, or on Spotify. You can listen to these, you know, motivational thing. I could have played some, but I don't have the rights to it. Maybe I should just start to play mine because I do videos of myself as well and put motivational tunes to it. And it's powerful. So we've got to learn, and we've got to, as much as possible, take this opportunity which has been presented to us. Sean Williams, yes, Sandal Chains, rest in peace, Stuart. Yes, I spoke about that earlier. Rest in peace, Butch Stuart. The time is a precious commodity. Time is sometimes so precious than silver and gold. 24 hours of a day, some utilize it well, some utilize it badly. Yep. Some people say they wish they had more time, right? And you say, we should have more time. Why do you want more time when you already have that time? Think about that for a second. You want more time, but you already have that time. The same time that Peter Jones have, the same time that Butch Stewart have, the same time that everyone has, the same time, same time. Well, what's the difference? Utilizing the time. So therefore, based on time, it's not that you got new time, but it's got you got less things to do. So therefore, time has placed itself in your lap. And one has got to now decide to utilize that time to the fullest extent. Okay? Utilize that time to the full extent. And lo and behold, here it is again. Because guess what? It was there before at some point, and somehow people maybe lost track and they got back to work and certain things that they plan to do, maybe like write a book, maybe like create a new thing, maybe create a new blog, maybe start do some writing, maybe start do some singing, maybe start doing some studies or whatever like that. All these things that one had in their mindset that they wanted to do, and somehow when the lockdown eased, they weren't able to do it, or they procrastinate. So now, yes, another opportunity has presented itself. It may seem to be a daunting experience, but lo and behold, you can seize the moment, seize the day, take control, go for it, and said, right, I'm going to finish these things, do these things, blah, blah, blah. So just setting the stage. Going to have some interesting guests. I'm going to get Anthony Francis as well. Going to come on and talk about what you do when you work. How to make sure that while you work, you actually utilize that time. Make sure you give that space. Just those fresh things all over again. Make sure you take a break. Make sure you eat. Make sure you dress for the occasion. I was watching of recent days when the former health secretary, um, Jeremy Hunt, was asking a question. And the Speaker of the House addressed him after by saying, you need to dress properly. You need to dress in your suit, just as though you'd come into Parliament. And I recall I was in court one time, CVP video, and the judge, myself and another lawyer, we were, I think we took off our jacket just by casual and whatever, because we had a little break. And when we came back, we never on a jacket. And he said, I'm going to send you guys a message. The message was, put on your jacket. So therefore, one has got to dress. Trust me, sometimes people are still in their boxes. But one has got to dress for the occasion and just work and get that frame of mind in place. Yeah. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say. So make sure you come in tomorrow night and at 9:30, where I'll have the coffee promotion, Blue Mountain Coffee Day, and I'll have Mr. Norman Washington Grant. I'll give you a clip now. And next week, Tuesday, I'll have Coach Brown, Chris Brown, where we're speaking about some powerful things as we are to empower oneself along the process of life. But weekend, of course, I normally will have my Jamaica show Sunday night. Don't know which guest that is going to be, but Sunday at 9 p.m. as well, there will be a Jamaica show. There will be a guest as well, talking about things happening in Jamaica. Planning to do interview again with the health secretary in Jamaica, Chris Tufton, and to get an update as how it goes. But for now, let me just play this quick video of the show tomorrow night, and then we take it home. Here we go. Bingo.
Products.
The Jamaica Coffee Exporters Association, JAMPRO and JACRO, this year partners with our 5,000 coffee farmers and our 102,000 farm families to celebrate the third anniversary of the Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Day, first conceptualized by the importers of Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee in Japan, the AGIJC. 3 years ago, the association in Japan went to their parliament to recognize the 9th of January annually as Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Day. We approached the Jamaica Coffee Exporters Association, approached our Governor General to sign a proclamation that in Jamaica we will also celebrate the 9th of January as Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Day.
So, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night with former Senator Norman Washington Grant, Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Day. We'll talk about that, and looking forward to that. So make sure that you log in, and I'll set the show for tomorrow night. You can actually get the link, and we're gonna tune in at that time. And of course, finally, again, what we'll do is just to give our condolences to Butch Stewart, and in regards to his family. And there it is. There's his image there. Breaking iconic Jamaican businessman and tourism mogul Gordon Butch Stewart. I think I met him once or twice when he pops into the UK as well. But a well-liked gentleman as well. So may his family, condolences to his family, and may rest in peace as well. So that's it there. Okay, good. And Lorna, interesting topic indeed. Peace out, everyone. Remember to like and subscribe to the Silburn Show. Those also on Instagram. You can watch a full show tomorrow night, YouTube and Facebook. Remember to like and subscribe to Silburn TV, which is there. If I do it live on Instagram, it is just showing me only, but you can hear in the background as well. And O'Neill Cross and myself, O'Neill from Virginia and myself here in the UK, we'll be launching something very soon as well. I don't believe in saying things too much, but I just like to do it. And you can hear the reported speech about it because you'll be a part of the reported aspect of it. Okay? So without further ado, I want to bid you good night. Remember, Most important thing is social distance, stay safe, control the virus, you know, wash your hands, which we all do as Jamaicans, which we always do, nothing new, and make sure that, you follow the rules, follow the guidelines. As for the vaccine, I have no views. Anybody want to take the vaccine, that's up to them. But I'm not in any conspiracy theorists or whatever like that. It is for people to make their individual choice, not here to influence otherwise, but just make your choice and whatever you feel comfortable with. Because one of the things that I said in my walk of recent days, I refer a lot to my walk because the walk is what inspires me a lot these days, and I get lots of ammunition from there. Is on one of my recent walk, I said, remember to listen to the red alerts in your life this year. Listen to those gut instincts. Listen to those red alerts, right? You're going to go into some business, some opportunities, and things are going to come before you. People are going to come before you with all these different projects, all business plans, forex, cash plus, cash stocks or whatever like that. They're all good in principle because I do them, but follow your instinct, your gut instincts in all these different things, where you feel comfortable, people that you work with. Follow the red alerts. Listen to the red alerts that are going to come. Follow the gut instincts. Listen to God. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. My name is Silburn, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.